Hey y'all, it's me. It's Joey B. It's been a while. I've been very busy this year. 2024 has been kind of crazy between work trips and helping friends move and having a sick reptile. Trying to figure all that out has been a lot of work. Plus my normal work and everything. It's been a really hard time. So I've been trying to figure things out, get back into the swing of things. Had some free time today, so I thought today would be the perfect time to give the results of the top 10 wish list that we voted on in the Marvel Collectors Assemble Facebook group back in January. This voting ended on January 22nd. We had a lot more participation than usual. If you're curious to see what I nominated, go watch my previous non-short video and see how many of my nominees made it to the final vote and made it to our list. Now this year we actually had a lot of ties, so we ended up having 11 figures in the top 10 plus the Build-A-Figure and the deluxes and the box set and all that. So I'll get into it. Starting off with the vote with our pick for HasLab that we like to see in 2024. Again, this is a group vote. It's not based on any logic or thinking. This is all just group vote. HasLab Choice of the Year is also my dream HasLab project. It is Fin Fang Foom. The odds of seeing Fin Fang Foom this year, I think, are pretty slim because we just had an Avengers theme one last year. Although we do have that rumored Strange Tales assortment this year, and Fin Fang Foom appeared in Strange Tales. So I think that could be a possibility, but it's unknown. So Fin Fang Foom, hopefully he happens. Our choice for deluxe figure to get announced this year is Lockjaw. I personally probably see Lockjaw more as a 2-pack with him and Crystal, but people who voted in the group voted for Lockjaw just to be a standalone deluxe, so I can see that happening possibly. For our large deluxe section, our large deluxes are like things like Blob, MODOK, Mojo, things like that, Surtur, Super Adaptoid. We're also decided to include the Riders stuff in there, like the Hawkeye, the Ghost Rider, stuff like that. We put that in the large deluxe section. So the group vote for the large deluxe that they want to see. My nomination was Dan Ketch Ghost Rider, but it's not. I was surprised it didn't win that vote. People voted for Valkyrie and her flying Pegasus Aragorn. I mean, that'd be really awesome to see. I love the Defenders. I need that Valkyrie. I have a stand-in on my shelf for that. The previous Valkyrie figure is way too tall. We need a classic Valkyrie. We need an Aragorn figure. I'll probably buy two. One for Asgard and one for the Defenders. That'd be really awesome. Group vote for box set was interesting. We had a multiple way tie. We had to have a tiebreaker vote for it, which is really the first time that's ever happened. I forgot to mention in my previous video what my wish list box set would be, and my box set wish list is a Squadron Supreme box set based on the 1985 Squadron Supreme miniseries. Finished reading that story. I love that story. It's one of the best comic stories I've personally ever read. I love Squadron Supreme. I like the set we just got, but I like the classic versions more. I'll just mention them because I forgot to mention them in my previous video. Box set vote ended up going to another Asgardian team, the Warriors 3. And I've always wanted the Warriors 3. That'd be a great box set to have. You know, the Blob body would be perfect to use for Volstagg. Gold Dormammu jumpsuit body that we have, that'd be perfect for Hogun. And then Fandral, off the top of my head, I can't think of anything, but probably just a Vulcan body with some overlays. It'd be perfect. I think that'd be a great set. I hope that'd be nice to have. Yeah, so it was intriguing that people voted for that. I know the Wrecking Crew was in the finalists. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else I remember off the top of my head. I think that's a great choice. Then the Build-A-Figure vote for the year has been my most wanted Marvel Legend for years now, probably at least 4 years now. It is the arch enemy of Namor. It's Attuma. A classic comic Attuma as a Build-A-Figure. I think that would be great. You know, he's a pretty big guy. He's not quite like, Juggernaut size or anything, but he's a big guy. He's probably, I think he'd be all right on like that AOA Sabretooth body, which is the Colossus body from before, from 2017. the Death's Head 2 body as well. I think that'd be a decent body for Atuma, uh, uh, or or maybe a brand new body. I mean, that'd be even better. So, yeah, Atuma as Build-A-Figure choice of the year. That'd be really cool to see. That movie Atuma really didn't do it for anybody. So, comic Atuma. Then we had some runners-up, and our runners-up are a few people that I personally had nominated. So it's kind of interesting that they got pretty high in the votes, but they didn't quite win. So first up, we have Scourge the Executioner, another Asgardian. We have Astonishing X-Men Beast. Son of Satan, Damian Hellstrom. That was one of my choices, and so was Scourge. We needed classic Son of Satan. Deathbird, who was on last year's vote, which was surprising she's so far down this year. Same thing with Mandarin. Mandarin, I also believe, was in 2022's. We needed Mandarin like crazy bad. He'd go great with the Fin Fang Foom HasLab. And Crystal, who again would go great with Lockjaw. And we just got Karnak from the Inhumans. Maybe we get an Inhumans box set, but that's not part of this vote. But Crystal would be is our last runner-up. So now for the top 10, we actually had 2 3-way ties for both 6th place and 7th place. So I'm using those 3 from 7th place as 11, 10, and 9, and the 3 from 6th place as 8, 7, 6. And then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 will just be who actually won those. So just because this guy's at the bottom of the list doesn't mean he's any less wanted than the second person that I had mentioned. I just wanted to clarify that real quick. That's why there's 11 people here. The ties. It was really good vote, really good turnout for votes this year. So at number 11, we have a former Avenger, a cosmic character, the Avenger of South Dakota, Jack of Hearts. He was one of my choices. I was surprised how many votes he got. I think he's been on last year's winning group too. So Jack of Hearts would be really cool. He might have a lot of he has a lot of paint decals he would need. Maybe getting him is kind of slim because he needs so much paint, and he's a character that no one really knows that much. But he's a top want for me. He's number 11. Number 10. Number 10 is a character that is actually rumored to come out this year in a 2-pack with Mystique. It is Destiny. Destiny is definitely needed for our Brotherhood, so that's really cool that she made it so high in the votes, especially with her being rumored. A lot of times when things are rumored, people don't vote for them as much. So people must really, really want Destiny. So that's pretty exciting. I personally never nominate any X-Men characters because I'm sure every X-Men character is going to get made eventually. I'm more of an Avengers guy also, but Destiny, number 10. At number 9, sticking with the X-Men, we have Armored Psylocke. I know we're getting that Mandarin Psylocke in this Wolverine anniversary set. But people really want the Armored Psylocke and the Outback Psylocke. And the Armored Psylocke would be a great reuse of the Lilandra body that they have coming out in the Wolverine 2-packs. So I can see that happening very soon in the future. So not surprising that she was voted for. At number 8, we have a character that actually came out last year in a 3-pack. But it's not the version everybody really wants. But people are still happy to have the character anyway. But that's classic Banshee. We still need a classic Banshee. The green and yellow giant size X-Men Banshee. Get it? I know Dwight Stahl had said that if he did a classic Banshee, he would retire from doing Marvel Legends. And I think that's just the risk we're willing to take here. We need classic Banshee. So if it means get rid of Dwight, give us Banshee. That's all we really care about, man. No hate towards any of the guys at Hasbro. Just jokes. We all do want a classic Banshee, though. Continue on the X-Men streak here. At number 7, we have the missing member of the 90s X-Force team, Feral. It's insane that we haven't gotten Feral yet. Tiger bodies would be perfect for Feral. I'm surprised we haven't gotten it yet. It makes no sense. I can totally see them doing like an X-Ladies 3-pack where they release some of the missing X-Men females. So we can finish a bunch of teams. I think that'd be interesting. But yeah, Feral, probably one of my favorite designs of X-Men character. So it'd be cool to get her. And then at number 6, straying away from the X-Men for a minute, we have classic She-Hulk. The last classic She-Hulk we got was in the A-Force box set, and it was okay at best. Since then, we got those two um, more modern looking She-Hulks, which didn't do it for me. I prefer my She-Hulk to, be wearing a costume, and whether it's a Fantastic Four one or a purple and white Avengers costume one, either way, be fine. It's just crazy, the classic She-Hulk that I use on my shelf still to this day is the early Hasbro Blob Wave She-Hulk. And that figure's way outdated. We need a new one. It's sad that that figure's the best She-Hulk that we have so far. We really need a new one. It'd be great to have. So, She-Hulk at number 6. At number 5, this one was a huge shock to me. This came out of nowhere. I had never seen this figure one on any wish list in the past before at all. And now all of a sudden it's at number 5. I think she got like 30 votes. This is X Factor, 80s X Factor, Jean Grey. I mean, I want this. I want to build X Factor. Just didn't expect this anywhere near the top of the list because only X Factor member we have is Cyclops. I mean, I guess technically you can use the Jim Lee Beast and the Archangel on that team. But yeah, Jean Grey seems like a really random choice to me. Really, it may be cool to have again, but kind of shocking. I think we really need a new Cyclops. We need to update Cyclops before we, get into the other team members. Maybe give us the box set for the X Factor. That'd be cool. But yeah, interesting choice. At number 4, continuing the missing X ladies, we have Wolfsbane from X Factor. It's another one that's crazy we haven't gotten. That furry tiger body would have been great for Feral and Wolfsbane, and it's just weird it hasn't happened yet. Maybe there'll be a multi-pack with the missing X-Women. We technically got her in her New Mutants look, when she was the alternate head swap for Moonstar. Yeah, it was weird we haven't gotten an X Factor Wolfsbane. It's been years since we got into that. And it's been years since we finished the rest of X Factor. So it's kind of crazy we haven't gotten her yet. Number 3, this is another pretty shocking one. We're continuing the wolf-themed theme here with Werewolf by Night. Now, I could have imagined us getting this on last year's wish list because it came out, that was after the Werewolf by Night show. But 2 years later, it's kind of surprising. Love having Werewolf by Night. That Toy Biz one is way outdated. We need more of the monsters in general. A new Dracula, a new Frankenstein, a new zombie. Well, the zombie probably live without, but Werewolf by Night is probably the most important of that group. And it'd be nice to really have that go great with Man-Thing and Morbius and Ghost Rider as the Legion of Monsters. Werewolf by Night, number 3. Number 2 is a figure that was almost a possibility a couple years ago. It was a possible tier in the failed Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance, whatever, HasLab. And personally, I thought that was a disappointing looking Mephisto anyways. It's Mephisto. I thought that was a pretty disappointing looking Mephisto anyway. I think they could do much better. I didn't like his feet. I didn't like his head sculpt. He looked more like a modern Mephisto. I prefer a more classic looking Mephisto, like the one how he looks in Infinity War. Or the way he looks in Infinity Gauntlet. That'd be the perfect Mephisto. Don't know why they went with this more modern look. But now that the HasLab failed, hopefully they can retool him and figure something new out for Mephisto. Because the select one I think is hideous, so a new Mephisto would be really, really appreciated. And he's apparently lots of other people agree he's number 2. And number 1, of course, sticking with the X-Men because people love the X-Men. Is a figure that I almost guarantee is coming out. I almost guarantee this was teased at the previous Hasbro live stream. It is Rachel Gray Phoenix from Excalibur. This is definitely coming soon. I would not be surprised to see this on the January 20th live stream. This is today's January 19th. If you're watching this after the live stream, I told you that Rachel Gray was getting announced. And if she doesn't get announced, then ignore that I just said that. Yeah, it should be great to finish off that version of Excalibur. I'd like to have her. and it seems like she's very likely to be coming out soon. So that's our list that was voted on by you, the fans, in the Marvel Collectors Assemble Facebook group, as well as in the comments on my video. I did submit you guys' nominations for all the ones that commented. If you liked this content, go ahead and give me a subscribe. Comment down below what you thought about the list that you guys voted on. And if you're looking for figures, if you use the link in the description, you can get 10% off any in-stock orders at Entertainment Earth and free shipping off of orders over $79. Use my link in the description. Thank you guys for watching. Let's see what the live stream brings. Hopefully we get some cool reveals. Hopefully some stuff on this list here comes out. And if not, I mean, who knows? It's been a pretty good year so far for Legends. Way better than last year already. So who knows what they have in store for us. So stay real. Keep on collecting. This was Joey B. I'll catch you guys in the next one.